Before we commence our freak out, let me just remind you that I do have super cool Lechonk Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Game Boy cartridges to give away. All you got to do is leave a review on iTunes for Scarlet Fever, our Pokemon podcast. I'll put a link in the description down below. They're sick. They're like iridescent, and you get to pick which one you want. So check that link, check our podcast. Oh my goodness gracious, Joseph. The skies have opened.
You know what? We literally asked for this in the podcast, so I think we had something to do with this.
They are watching us. We demand a trailer. Looks like we're going to get a trailer, and we have crazy leaks. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hit that like button if you're excited to find out so much about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And it seems like a trailer is going to be happening very soon. This stuff seems like it's directly capped from a trailer, and we should have that. And of course, we'll react to that as well. But man, a lot to dive into. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. But we got gym leaders. We got new Pokemon. We have some text leaks as well. And we've got a rival that isn't Little Miss Nobody. So this is all sorts of interesting and evolving. And let's start with the clearest picture of all, which is this really gangster giraffe rig.
Yeah, no, I think this is, it looks to be an evolution of giraffe rig. Maybe it's even a regional variant. We don't really, obviously we don't know anything about it yet. But man, who would have thought just putting on a little hoodie on the dude would make him look so cool? I genuinely love this design. So, I mean, thoughts, I guess. Does this fit? Do you think this looks like we're gonna have a cool giraffe rig?
It's very counter to the Pokemon designs we've seen thus far. But to be clear, these leaks are being sourced by the Chinese Riddler, who leaked a lot via Sun and Moon. Kelios, who's a reliable Pokemon leaker over in France, posted that, yeah, these are from the Chinese Riddler. So this is to be taken very seriously. This isn't like fake Mon appearing on 4chan. These are, would you say, like, almost assuredly real?
I mean, the fact that we're doing this, I think, should show that this has a little bit more. Yeah, there's a bit of a seriousness to this one. I mean, even the giraffe rig itself, while it does look like something anyone really could have made or came up with, there is this extra bit of polish to that, and as well as the other things that we will talk about in the trailer that I think, even regardless of source, these things are insanely well done, and the timing just made sense, right? Everybody talking about it, it just made sense that these almost 99% are real. Yeah.
People are claiming that they've seen or know of a trailer that's coming out this week. I like this idea that throw a different outfit on the Pokemon and it becomes a different Pokemon. That's kind of a new concept there.
When I first saw that, I'm not even going to joke around, and maybe hopefully someone agrees with me. I kind of thought it was like a Pokemon Go event thing. Like I thought it was just a giraffe rig having its tail as a hoodie for like an aesthetic thing. But thinking about how giraffe rig looks, the design is completely different. So after sitting with it for a bit, I'm almost positive this is a new evolution, which good for giraffe rig, a Pokemon that's been around for so long with almost no love. So that's or awesome.
This is Professor Turo just having Professor Turo just re-engineering via future technology, taking some of the tail, putting it on the head. He's just having a little
it's like a
Dr. Frankenstein moment. Yeah. Let's take a peek at this insanely confusing image, which is apparently 3 other Pokemon. Now, at first blush, this is like torso heaven. We're just looking at bodies, just some nice bodies here. But I do notice that there's this like glow to these Pokemon, which I think is very interesting and strange that it kind of ties them together. Let's start with Flower Skull, which literally is a flower skull.
Yeah, it looks like a Kingdom Hearts enemy, honestly. Yeah, it's very interesting. The skull, I was not expecting. To be quite honest, when I originally saw the picture, I didn't even really catch that part because I was so like entranced by the flower thing. I do wonder, would this be like a Smoliv evolution or using the gimmick, this is how Smoliv would look? It's the only plant thing that I know for a fact is new and in this game. So it's I'm just kind of going off that. But
This has to be a ghost Pokemon, right?
I mean, I would imagine
Floating.
either ghost or poison, you know?
Yeah.
Just because of the skull. But yeah, the floating and the glowing is very ghost-like. So I think you're probably on the money with that one. I don't know anything about the kind of red. I don't even know how would you.
What are we looking at here? A bodacious body? Are we looking at the back of like a Crobat? What do we got going on here?
Yeah, I think like visually, I mean, it is right side up, right? Because initially I thought it was like
I have no idea.
I mean, yeah, I guess anyone's guess.
Where does the Pokemon begin and the environment end, or vice versa? Where's the Pokemon end? I can't even like. Is that gray blob behind it part of the Mon or part of the?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Now I will say the one above it is it does at least give like a better picture. Like I think I can visually make out the creature that we're looking at. It almost looks like it's going to be like a bipedal Pokemon, and it looks like that's maybe its shoulders and its arms are kind of
coming out. And it's got a big tail.
Yeah, exactly, like an ice tail maybe. Very interesting. I initially thought it kind of looked like the my goodness, why can't I'm like completely blanking on this Pokemon right now? Oh, Sceptile. The third evolution of Trico.
Yeah,
it kind of has like that same feeling.
Stance.
So initially, I was like, could this be like one of the starters? I mean, you know, who knows, right? The glow thing really throws everything off because I don't know if that's like just the Pokemon or is this a gimmick being activated.
I like the idea of glow gimmick. I think it's interesting that this gen is going to be diverse. We can already tell because you have the more Gen 1 looking Pokemon that we've been introduced to, like Pawmi and Lechonk. But clearly the complexity comes back in some other Pokemon that they're probably prepping to show off. So if you were not a fan of the more simplistic designs, well, here you go, floating flower skull guy. You got your random objects just smushed together. We got our bipedal characters, check. We got everything going on here.
Get them all out the way, right?
Yeah, we got lots happening. Apparently, there's also going to be a new Poison Wooper evolution. I wonder if this is a hint at the gimmick or if this is just a regional variant. TBD on that, but it does seem like I feel like a lot of these are going to help lead us to the. Once we know more about these, we'll know more about the gimmick.
Yeah, without a doubt. Right now, where I'm kind of sitting with the Wooper news is I am just going to take it with the grain of salt that it probably is just a regional variant.
Okay.
I don't know because again, if we're talking about everything that we know so far, there's still like the R fakes that we need to figure out. So it's very like, are we even really getting regional variants or are they all going to be these R fakes? So really, that's kind of up in the air, but. Again, another Generation 2 Pokemon getting some love. This is really interesting because, you know, we were talking about how, you know, in the previous podcast, in Generation 2, you were able to go back to previous you know, Kanto. So seeing all these Johto Pokemon kind of take spotlight, you know, maybe they're looking at something. Maybe they're looking at a generation and trying to build off that because... You know, that's just me being hopeful. But seeing Wooper and Girafarig being mentioned is like too weird.
Yeah.
You know?
The glow, the hood, I don't know. Part of me is like trying to really, you know, extrapolate this and think, okay, is this some sort of like they activate some kind of like, well, there was one Digivolve in Digimon where it was like some like cyber Digivolve. Like, what if they have some like weird like, oh, we're going all future robot-y, I don't know.
I mean, that would be pretty sick. Yeah, they had like the armor Digivolutions and all that stuff.
Yeah.
If we had something like that, you know, as a gimmick, that would be awesome. Like genuinely an alternate route that we can take for evolutionary paths. That's something Digimon has always kind of done where like your starter Digimon could become like so many other things, not just one route. That would be cool. It would be cool to have kind of like an alternate route, at least for some Pokemon, right? These R fakes could maybe be like evolutionary routes that aren't actually supposed to exist, which, I mean, yeah, that's cool. I think that's awesome.
Speaking of awesome, we have 7 gym leaders here, which, I mean, this is monumental for multiple reasons. The implications of this trailer, the implications of the game. But let's just take a look right here. We got quite the cast. And I will point out, Joseph let me know that this ghost gym leader has been teased by Riddler Coup, adding even more validity to this. And we see a very eclectic cast of characters here, including a VTuber.
Yeah, I mean, this has to be some of the most, before anything, let me just state that I've said it before, gym leaders to me are a huge, huge driving factor to the Pokemon games. These are characters that people are going to stick to. Like, there's not even that much lore with most of them, but people just get attached because if there's one thing Pokemon does fantastically, it's design characters that are visually interesting that make you want to kind of dive deeper into that. We literally just have 7 headshots, and I can honestly tell you this cast of characters is already shaping up to be as crazy as I wanted them to be. This is awesome. I mean, Zach, like you said, the VTuber, that design is nuts. That's like,
yeah,
she has a magneton like in her hair,
and we can see the jobs already coming together. We got bored businessman. We've got ninja girl. We've got the girl who looks like she's like a baker, like she's cooking something up. We've got the ghost lady as like a fortune teller. So if we look back to past leaks, I mean, also the hair. Let's just point out the hair is just freaking going ham this generation. You've got thorn hair guy. You've got spike hair guy. I don't even know what this egghead man with the unibrow, what's going on with him, but these are very interesting, and part of what makes it so interesting is all at once. Never before has a trailer done this.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that I feel like people are looking at that and hearing that claim, which is being, kind of echoed by a lot of people who are in the know, or at least know people in the know, and people are using this fact to kind of discredit it. That like, how would a trailer show? Why would a trailer show all 8 gym leaders? And I mean, we kind of discussed it. I think this is the perfect way to attack the game. Let's show all of these cast of characters, because the story is not really important. It's not a narrative straight walk in the park. It is now kind of a choose your own adventure book. This could be anyone's first gym leader, any of these. Yeah. So might as well give you the option now, right? We know the starters ahead of time. If there's anything Pokemon likes doing, it's like they like showing you your choices, right? And now that it seems like most of the game is going to be our choices, let's meet them. This is awesome. I think this is exactly what they had to do with this trailer to continue this hype for this game in particular, I must be allergic to one of these bug types. Apparently they're bug, grass, water, ice, normal, electric, psychic, ghost. I won't spend too much time on that, but I will spend a bit of time just saying that there is 7 here. Could it be that they withhold the 8th? Like maybe the 8th, maybe the final gym leader is your final gym leader, but maybe the 7 can be tackled. I think that would be like a cool way to sort of final boss it up before Elite Four. And perhaps that's why we've got 7 headshots here instead of 8. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw, since we think this trailer is gonna be coming soon, I'm just going to throw out an idea, just because if it is correct, I want to be able to have it on video that it was said. Yeah, I think it would be cool that whichever professor you don't have is the 8th gym leader. Oh, yeah. Right? There we go. Make use of those characters, because that is another character that has a narrative importance and a design that's strong enough to be comparable to these guys. I mean, these guys look crazy. Right. You need somebody equally crazy, and I think our professors both do look equally crazy once you take the lab coat off. I can't even imagine. So I think that could be the case. They could be actually hiding an 8th character. It could be your rival. Who knows, right? There's just so much. Can you read any other gimmick out of this in terms of, like, do you see any signs of racing, any signs of anything else in these shots here? So, I mean, obviously it's really, really tough to make out a lot of these. I will say it does look like, initially I did think that the VTuber lady was on a vehicle until I was able to take a closer look. So that was kind of a exciting moment for me. But outside of like me being confused by the low res images, I don't really think that there's not really like a dead giveaway to anything outside of. I honestly don't even know where we're seeing these people, because some it looks like outdoors.
That's what I was gonna say. Like VTuber girl looks like she's in a gym with a little iconography, but then Baker girl looks like she's making bread on the outdoor oven. So I don't. Yeah. It looks like there's one of the Pokemon gas stations behind her. I assume that's what that lit up red is. So it's very interesting where we're seeing these and what that could imply. I guess we'll have to wait. They're very cool though. Would you say like already, if this is the cast, like one of the coolest, most diverse looking set of gym leaders?
Yeah, I think genuinely I don't have any problems with any of them. And usually I don't, to be fair, but off of the bat, they're already two of my favorite gym leaders in this pack, and that's the VTuber girl and the bored businessman, because those two character designs are just hilarious to me, and I love them already. And so I'm for this to have two of my favorite gym leaders, and it's not even officially announced yet. I can't be happier. One thing I do want to say before anything that I think even further drives, the kind of realistic nature that this is going to be announced soon, and that this is real, is again the art style. This is something that is very interesting in this point in time, especially for this game when doing fakes, because everyone is in the old kind of headspace of Pokemon leaks, right? That's like what we saw with the Tauros. They kind of designed it with the old style in mind.
Aesthetic,
and that really took away from the validity of it. If you look at like the Baker girl, for instance, that is perfectly on model with how we've seen the characters be shown.
Yes.
The same exact proportions, the same exact, everything. So again, like I am almost 100% sure that these, like they have to be real,
Yeah. Let's take things a darker path now. From the cool gym leaders to the rival. This is apparently your rival. Big rimmed glasses and all, and we've got some red hair, and man, looking so much more docile than our friend now, because no longer are we going to refer to Nimona as a rival. She's just friend.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's really looking up to be Precious now, huh? I feel like this is this kid right here is the one who made it Precious. I think the Violet and Scarlet hair is a little on the nose. That's pretty funny. But no, there have been times that we've had a character that initially is very docile and kind of not as interesting become really cool. Like in Pokemon Emerald, Wally was this little sick kid that kind of just wanted to be kind of like you. And by the end of the game is an awesome trainer that like really kind of stepped into his own. So if we're getting something like that, I'm kind of okay, but I am nervous because Pokemon rivals have been kind of on a downswing for a lot of people. I think that's why they keep introducing so many in one generation, because it's like one of these has to hit.
Throw it at the wall, yeah.
Right, exactly. So I think Nimona is more gonna play as like a safer bet, like probably gonna be people's preferred rival to say, like compared.
You mean legendary Pokemon Android?
Legendary Pokemon Android, exactly.
I think this feeds into that.
Feeds. I was just about to say, you're absolutely right. That really kind of brings proof that may be the Android, robotic arm and all.
Yeah, because she doesn't need to be your rival. She can go turn into some sort of horrible creation or amazing creation or whatever she wants to be. I think the key point out of this rival is, again, on theme, on art style, on the whole image that this game is trying to evoke and go for. I think it's a very consistent set of leaks. We're not looking and saying, oh, this mouth looks like it was glued on. Everybody kind of has their depth. They've got their variety. They've got their eyes. I want to go back to the Pokemon for a minute, and just because most likely we will find out about these guys soon. Let's just take some shots in the dark. Do you think this is just coincidental that these two are glowing? Is this a gimmick? Is this a new typing? What do we got going on here, just off the top of your head?
Again, yeah. For me, I immediately go into thinking that this has to be the gimmick. Because again, and this is just me kind of thinking in terms of like the trailer that should be coming. Out of everything that they're going to show, the gimmick has to be a part of it. You know, the as much as like new Pokemon variants as well as the gym leaders carries as much weight as that carries, it doesn't really say enough about the game that I think we have to see the gimmick. So with that being said, since these are screenshots of the trailer and they are both glowing, I feel like that would be too coincidental to be in one trailer and kind of do that. But also, you know, something that I did just kind of like think of just to kind of bring down the hype for the gimmick is those could just be moves being used, right? Like that skull could very much be just a new move that poisons or curses the opponent.
Okay, that's a good point.
So, yeah, it could be a move animation. We can't really take that one out. Same thing goes for the kind of icicle one. It could be mid using an ice move.
I like to be wrong, so I'm just going to go way out there and say this is a new type glow Pokemon. We got, you know, ice, dragon, fairy, glow.
I hope we get a new Pokemon type. I do. I think 19 is just enough to make me not go crazy. While also introducing a fun, you know, wrench in the system. Plus, glow Pokemon do make an appearance in Pokemon Snap. So, new Pokemon Snap, right? The Luma Pokemon.
The bioluminescent, whatever they are. Yeah. All right, man. This is going to be a crazy week. As soon as that trailer drops, we will confirm, and I'm sure we'll have much more to discuss then. But give us all your thoughts on the gym boys and girls. We got the Pokemon, especially this purple magenta object. What is going on there? Please try to help educate us and let us know if you're a fan of the VTuber like Joseph. Things are really heating up. We will keep you guys posted. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button. Remember, leave a review to enter for Lechonka's. No matter what, Joseph, he's still the best.
Yeah, all these absolutely. No, these Pokemon, are nothing.
Yeah.
We already peaked.
No. We peaked. All right, and we will peak out of here. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive. SwitchForce out.